Um, uh, you know, 3 months. So we'll see. I haven't submitted it yet because my contractor needs to put my plans on my property as to how it's going to be built. And
Mhm.
I'm just waiting for Clint to do that. And then I submit everything through electronically, so.
Okay. Yep.
But it was really nice when I was talking with Jessica Andrews over there, just, showing her everything. She's going through my paperwork. Well, you need, okay, well, you kind of need, and you're going to need the architectural plans on the plot or on the land. And I said, okay. And she goes, and then you submit everything electronically, which is kind of nice because now I know what I needed. So I didn't have to go submit
Right.
it and kicked back and submit it and get it kicked back. I'm going to do it all at once the right way. And
Good for you,
it's,
Tommy. Taking it one step at a time, right?
but making sure I just do it right.
Yeah.
And I'll say it again, this is a labor of love. And I've enjoyed every minute of, learning and spending time on it and networking with people.
Hmm.
Really, really a lot of fun.
Yeah. Well, since we have a small room, we might as well just open it up. We talk story. And
Hey,
so I don't know if Sue, if you're able to speak, but you're welcome to. But
Hi, sorry. I've been like just a silent person watching. I'm driving, so I didn't want to turn my video on. But
yeah,
yeah, it's such a small group. I'm just very intimidated by everybody's experience, so I usually just listen.
yeah, don't worry. Like, and everybody's kind of in the same boat. We're all trying to grow together, but I get it, you know. I was like that too. When I first started, I didn't know when I could like what was a stupid question, what was it, or so I was very timid. In fact, the way I learned, unfortunately, looking back, because it slowed me down, it must have slowed me down. Like I would never ask questions. Like if I didn't know what short sale was, escrow was. I remember I didn't know what a mortgage was. Then this is in 2011, and I know this because I have my notebook from those the first like classes I went to in real estate. And it was I was able to look at all the words I wrote down that I didn't know, and I couldn't believe some of them, you know, like mortgage. I didn't know what a mortgage was 13 years ago. It's crazy. Yeah, and so I would go home and Google and stitch it together and be like, oh, that's what that is. Oh, that's what that, you know. And then before you know it, like you have some level of competency that you can at least understand the language. Because I forget now too when I'm talking sometimes, like that it's not common language sometimes, you know, the
oh,
verbiage that we use, right? Some of it.
right.
So, and I remember it was a foreign language before. So, yeah, so feel free. You can speak. Well, I know you're driving, so I don't want to distract you too much, but are you working on anything or what are you doing real estate wise?
Right now, I have one that I bird.
Okay.
Yeah, so my volume is not, anything close to what everybody else is doing, but I'm doing like small stuff. So I in 2021 I did my first 1031,
Wow.
and yeah, it's been interesting. Prior to that, I was just doing property management for, stuff that we own, but
Mhm.
um after I did the 1031, I started, just studying a lot of different things that other people are doing, and I still don't know. I still don't know how it works. But um, so that one property that I in 2021 I did. I sold Hawaii, which everybody says, "Why did you do that?" But I sold Hawaii, and I bought in Henderson. Yeah,
Okay.
and I actually ran this by Kikoa, so
Okay.
but through emails. Yeah, through emails we I run stuff by him, and so he looked up the property there, and it's not it's not appreciating as much as I would have wanted it to, but it's in a nice area, a single story, 3 bedroom, I think 2.5 bath, in a nice neighborhood, gated. HOA is only about 120 a month because there's not pools, there's not, but it's in Seven Hills. And so um it you would think it would appreciate more, but it hasn't. I don't know.
Hmm.
From 2021. So I picked it up at like 500,000, which was nice. Original owners. And I just got it repainted and recarpeted. I'm trying to fill it, put a new tenant in.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's where I'm at for if you know anybody looking for a home. And it has a 3-car garage. I mean, I don't even have a 3-car garage here, right?
I know. Yeah. We're in Vegas too, right? So like I'm starting to learn the market, and like although prices have gone up substantially, and you know what? If you bought it in 2021, you probably won't see much appreciation right now. I think though, still Henderson, all of Vegas as it booms, it's gonna bleed out, you know. And Henderson's kind of one of the last options to the southeast, and then I'm looking at Blue Diamond in the southwest, and the
Mm.
southwest, all the south actually. I'm kind of looking. Um, but are you looking to? So you're just looking to fill it, right? To rent it out.
Yeah, that's kind of what Kiko advised. There are like
Mm-hmm.
2 layers of his advice, and the second one was to do what is that loan, DSCR, like
Yep.
like do that. But I have never done a DSCR, and it's just I gotta research it. I
It's
know of a person
it,
who does those types of loans, and he covers loans in different states, but
mhm,
I haven't applied.
gotcha.
Yeah.
DSCR is just, yeah, it's a type of loan. It stands for debt service coverage ratio. It basically is a metric that measures the asset's cash flow, right? Um, now, like the banks, I guess it's comparable. You could say it's comparable to the banks using DTI, right? But typically more asset-based lenders, or it's a loan that's more asset-based, so it looks at the asset, if it's performing or not first. Do you know if you'll be able to cash flow on a loan that say is like maybe in the sevens somewhere?
So I probably lost money because I didn't take out a loan all this time. It's I don't have a mortgage on it.
Okay.
So it's
Oh, you don't
kind of
have a
dumb,
mortgage?
right? I lost money.
No, no. I mean, because no, I wouldn't say you lost money. You bought it for 5, right? And what did you say has it gone down a little bit?
No, it's gone up, but not like 300,000. So instead of buying that home, I almost bought something in Camas, Washington. It was like a brand new. I had that lined up, and it was super nice. And then there was another vacant land up in Washugo. I was looking in that area, and at the last minute, I figured out that I was supposed to have done the 200% rule, and I only did the 3 property rule in the 1031 thing,
Oh,
right? Yeah, so it's like, oh, you live and learn, right?
yeah.
Because the three
Well,
properties that I listed, I only could get one, and I ran out of time.
gotcha. I got
Yeah,
you.
it sucks, right? All the details of doing it. Because how many
Yeah,
days
but
do you have again? Is it 45?
I don't even
I
remember. I
I
don't
is it
remember. I
45 or 90? I don't know, but after I did that, I needed to rest. That was a lot of stress. I needed to
Yeah,
rest.
it's a lot
That
of
was a little bit
stress.
too much for me.
Yeah. No, I understand that. Yeah. I thought it
It
was
was,
90 days, but I could be mistaken.
yeah, yeah.
Ben, have you ever done a 1031?
I have not actually.
I have not
I'm
either.
sure there will be some in my future, but
Yeah.
nothing I've experienced yet. I have done DSCR.
Yeah. Yeah. Um, okay. That's a nice, I mean, Henderson's a nice area. So I
It
think
is.
you'll be
And
fine.
Seven Hills is really nice. It's like one of the last communities that developed this whole green I guess landscaping, and then after that they changed the rules, so new
Right.
developments can't fall under those same laws for building or the landscaping side of it, at least.
Right.
Yeah. And I did good. I mean, I had a tenant in there the whole time.
How much were they
From
paying? Or what's the rent
20
out there?
for that home, single level, 23 is what I locked him in at. But the new person that I'm using now, he's saying that was probably a little low. So I don't know if how much more I want to increase it to. But yeah, so I didn't use a property manager. I just dealt with the tenant
Yeah.
myself, because that's what I grew up doing all these 20 years. I manage our own, we just did it ourselves. And so I thought I could handle it, but it's different. It's different when it's not in the same state. This is my first one
Yeah.
that's off island.
Right.
And so I learned a lot, got smarter, and yeah, I don't know yet. I'm like in retirement mode, like Tammy. Like I just want to chill and
Yeah.
drink wine and maybe buy a winery.
Oh, going on that
I
one,
just, I just,
yeah.
yeah. So that's the mode I want to be in. I listen to all of your everyone's ambitiousness, and I'm just, well, yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
I'll just listen.
Hey, Sue, I've been on this call since COVID, on Coffee Talk since COVID, and I've always been listening and just absorbing and learning and listening. And I didn't start talking probably till about a year ago. And it was asking questions, and like you, God, I don't know if I should ask that. I feel kind of dumb, but I would ask anyway. And listening to everybody's stories, especially Corey's, I've learned so much. Then
Oh,
I took a mentorship with Fuzzy and Zasha, and that was just a huge stepping stone, just lit it inside of me. And I know this, I know this, I know this. And the only reason I'm where I'm today. But don't feel bad, it took me 4 years. You're way ahead of me in 2021, way
that's
ahead of
so funny.
me.
Yeah, I love to analyze. I get stuck in analyzing. That's what it is, right? So I'll analyze, and I get the emails from Keiko's for, I guess, those deal analyzer things. And so like yeah, those are
Yeah.
cool stuff. Like,
Yeah.
yeah. But one day I am going to do the DSCR, and I'm gonna give my money somewhere. I just don't know how. I'm like, anxiety attacks trying to figure out, okay, is this the one?
Well, can you, I see that there's a hospital right there too, right, Sue? Can you midterm rental it and maybe make a little bit more, or is it, oh,
Um,
it has HOA, yeah?
yeah, I don't think can. Yeah, I don't think you can't do short term there. No, like VRBO kind of stuff.
Yeah. Are you looking,
Well, how
our
about
office is right up the road from
nurse?
Seven Hills.
Oh
So,
yeah, I love that area. I
yeah.
mean, if I have to bail and sell and just go live there, I think I could. Mortgage free, right? Mortgage free.
Yeah.
Retire and get the
Yeah.
RV, and we're out of there.
Yeah. Well, if you ever think about selling it too, then call me first because I'll make an offer.
It's a nice area, it's
Yeah, no,
small.
our office is right there. So
Oh,
it's probably like, I'd say it's probably even like 10 minutes away. It's just,
right. And there's so many things there to go to, it's just
yeah,
nice location.
Yep.
And so I'll tell you the story of how I found it. So we knew we had to buy a place within a certain time frame, and I looked at a home up in North Las Vegas. Huge
Mm.
mistake, right? I put money down, and this is like all remote. And then we went there, and you know that Ghostbusters car that looks like the hearse?
Ghost,
Yeah.
oh
Ghost
yeah, yeah,
Ghostbusters. Okay,
yeah.
so this car is parked 2 houses away from this home that we put money down to buy. And they don't park it in their garage, and they cover it. And so it looks like you can't tell that it's Ghostbusters, right? And so we pull out of that deal, lost our deposit because we can't buy a house. Like, do you think somebody, I mean, unless you're into Ghostbusters and you don't mind, you think it's, oh wow, I'm gonna come home every day and I'm gonna see this Ghostbusters car. Right? Yeah.
I
So
yeah, I would think twice because but
yeah.
I guess I gotta see it.
I have a picture. I can
Yeah, I want to see
so,
it.
so we pulled out
What-
of that deal, and then we were driving around and we saw this other home, and we said, okay, let's call this realtor and see. So we called him up, and he quickly grabs on to us to say, oh, I can show you a whole bunch of other homes. So we follow him and he shows a whole bunch of other homes. And in this same development area was a home that he showed us, but I didn't like it. It was something was wrong with it, the way they flipped it. It was just like lipstick on a pig. So
Mm.
so I pull up, all the real estate apps, and I see, oh, there's a house just around the corner from this house. Let's go look at it. So we drive by, and like without seeing it, I said, oh, this is the house. And I put in an offer for asking right then and there without seeing it. And we bought it.
You didn't see it at all.
Oh,
No, no.
We were right there.
I saw a lot of other homes that day and the week before, and I was remotely looking for homes, and for some reason, you just get this feeling like, okay, that's the one we're gonna buy.
So you telling me that you analyze too much, but then you also tell me that you just you
Exactly.
made an
Yeah.
offer on that one.
Yeah, because your gut tells you this is the one.
Yeah, sometimes like I always say our gut and intuition is made up of multiple data points that you're subconsciously taking in, consciously or subconsciously taking in. So like you should trust your gut. There's some logic behind that, you know. So maybe
Yeah.
with the roads were wider, the schools seemed like bigger and more kept up, clean and safe, or it looked like a safer area. Something was telling you, right? Like, do you know
Yeah.
all those data if you had to think back? Because that's a pretty I mean you've seen it since, right?
Uh, I spent less than 24 hours total combined. I,
In the
I
house?
yeah, like, I haven't spent much.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
So it was interesting. The person that um drove us around and showed us all the different homes, um, he said, oh, you can get a realtor, but you don't have to. I can list it for you to rent. I can put a tenant in there. I'll write up the documents, and and I won't be your managing agent, or I won't be your property manager. You just have to do it yourself. I'm like, oh, okay. And I'm used to property management, right, in Hawaii, right, but not
Mm.
not in another state. I'm like, okay, I think I can do it. Yeah, yeah. So I mean, fast forward, here we are, second tenant, and I just paid for redoing the paint, and it looks nice. New paint and new carpet. It looks
Can you
nice
share
now.
the address, Sue, or would
Oh
you be
yeah, yeah. It's let me type it in. Oh, sorry, I'm not really good at this. I'm on my phone to chat. Okay.
I'm just curious how far it is from our office.
Yeah, like I said, Kikoa pulled it up. And I like the zip code to 890 or 89052.
89052. Oh yeah. Yep. I see it. I got a big map of Vegas on my wall. That's why I'm staring over here. I'm trying to learn it. And the market is it's actually a lot smaller than I thought it was, but Vegas market.
Yeah, yeah. So it's called Capistrano. Like in Seven Hills, there's all these different little communities, and this one's just Capistrano.
Capistrano Pines.
Yeah, and I like because it's green, and the back of the house there's no neighbors. It's just an open area where people go walking and exercising, and
Oh, this
you
is
look
a
out.
beautiful area.
Yeah, you look out from your backyard, and it's you don't feel like you're in Vegas. It's just green.
Yeah. Yeah, I can see that. Wow, okay. Well, that's definitely farther than like where I thought it was. I was looking at Seven Hills. Is this Seven Hills?
Oh, yeah, yeah, it's Seven Hills.
Oh,
Yeah, and it's closer to the Henderson Airport, I think.
right. Yeah.
On the map, you can see Henderson Airport. Like, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. We're more in Green Valley area.
Oh, more north where you can see the strip.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's nice too. A lot of locals are there.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Well,
Isn't
Yeah.
Henderson like, yeah, isn't it like 60 miles to Vegas? Or is it just a subsidiary?
it's not that far. I mean,
Because
it's like
people live there
15
for
minutes. Yeah.
15 minutes?
Uh,
Oh, that's
in
not
some
very far at
areas,
all.
yeah. Depends on how far into Henderson you really go, but from
And
what
it's close to the lakes too. So you could just drive. If you go east, you can
Yeah.
get to the lake quickly.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, Henderson's been developed a lot, it seems, over the years. I see the development kind of moving west. I mean, it's everywhere in Vegas. So even though I think you're in a good position, Sue, because I wouldn't worry too much about it. I think Vegas is a good bet. I mean, Henderson too, because I think it's gonna bleed over, but if it's a
Yeah.
long-term play, so
Yeah. And from where I'm at, I think from here, if I can do the DSCR, then maybe invest in something else down the
Mhm.
road. Right.
Oh yeah, to cash out. Yeah.
Some
Well, if you
some
want, I can have one of our guys look at it, Sue, and see what they could do for you if you wanted on a DSCR or something. You let us know whenever you're ready.
Yeah, I'm looking for like a good deal, and then that'll
Yeah.
probably motivate me, right? It's like,
Yeah.
oh, because it has to be the right deal in order for you to feel
Yeah.
comfortable and like have the right, yeah. So we'll see. Yeah, find a good
Yeah.
deal. Watching the market like everyone else, and
Hmm.
yeah. But thank you. I
Yeah. Good to hear from you, Sue.
talk today. I'll let somebody else take over. Thanks, Corey.
No, no worries. This is open mic. We got small room today, so sometimes that's good because we can dive in deep, So if anybody
Right,
has
right,
any issues,
right.
no.
Okay. Have a good one.
Thanks,
I'll go
Sue.
back on mute. Okay, thanks.
Okay. Yeah, and everybody can feel free to unmute. I want to talk to myself over here. But if you got something, bring it forward. Otherwise, Ben, I'm curious, are you how's the baby and stuff? Are you still out there buying stuff or got busy with baby?
That's a never ending row of purchases, right?
Yeah.
He's constantly, he just passed 15 months, so he's standing up and getting ready to walk now and stuff.
Oh man. Now you're even more
So
busy.
it's getting real fun, really interesting.
Yeah. Layla's little one, she's man, because we saw like she got like when she was baby. So like KK, we watched her in the office go from like infant to walking to yelling, sassy to adorable. It's just, yeah, it goes by too fast.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, I can't believe how fast it's gone already.
Yeah, but has it taken up a lot of your time being dad to,
Yeah. Yeah,
yeah,
between that and my full-time gig, I really haven't been doing a whole lot in real estate recently.
yeah,
I've been trying to listen in. I feel like I haven't been around as much recently.
yeah. No, I feel like it's been kind of like that for the last year and a half. Is everybody's kind of maybe clearing up what they have on their plate, which is what we were doing. Um, and yeah, I never really were actively buying anything. Really, well, I partner on a lot of deals now.
Yeah,
But yeah, so hi Ann.
yeah. I think that's kind of maybe where I'm heading just because I don't have as much time to
Yeah,
devote to my
yeah,
own like whole deals as I used to. I used to do everything like I was the GC and or I would do the remodeling myself. I don't think I have
yeah.
that kind of time anymore.
Yeah, no way, right? Yeah. Nah, real estate ain't going nowhere, right? But those years with the little one, oh yeah, they go fast. So
For sure.
oh, Ann's on. Hey Mike, how's it going? How are you?
Hi, good. Sorry, I'm Mike. I'm new to the group, jumping on for the first time. Carolyn shared the invite with me, so yeah, nice to meet you
Love
guys.
Carolyn. Well, yeah, are you in real estate?
Yeah, for a while now. Airbnb, I've had that unit for a while. Um, that was purchased maybe back in 2001.
Oh
I
wow.
do some flips here locally, just small kind, real slow. It's been a
Hmm.
while, and after COVID, I haven't really jumped on back too much. So
Hmm.
I'm just kind of getting out there, I guess. Now I
Yeah.
guess everything is on Zoom. So and then I also invest and do some Airbnb in Philippines as well.
Oh, the Philippines.
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay.
I go west. I don't go east like you guys. I heard a little bit of sorry, I got the email late. I was working on some stuff and I just saw it, so I jumped on. But
No worries.
sounds like you guys do Vegas and
Yep.
go mainland. Yeah, I go
Yeah.
the other way.
Yep. You're going east.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Or west. Yeah.
It
Go west, young man.
is
Yeah.
that yeah, it is. Sheena's from Philippines too. She's in Baguio.
Oh, okay. Awesome.
Sheena, is that east or west from us? Are you east or west?
I like to assume it's east.
East? Really? All right.
We'll figure it out.
Well, Mike, are you looking to buy more or
Oh, yeah. So I have uh, a GC friend partner, so and he wants to do more. So I'm kind of just out there looking for some wholesale stuff or deals.
so you
Yeah.
guys are looking for deals?
Yep. So if anyone has any, but I think
Wholesales.
that's what we're all looking for, right? So
Yeah, yeah, right. Well, somebody tagged me on a deal somewhere in Kailua. I didn't get to look at it yet, but I just sent a message back asking for some details. But yeah, maybe if you want to drop your contact, Mike, in the chat, I'll let you know because we'll see if I'll screen the deal first, see if it's any good. And so our company lends private money to investors. So if you need capital, we can provide the primary financing.
okay.
If it's a fix and flip, ground up construction. So but at the same time too, I'll check out this deal, see if it's worth anything.
Oh, okay. Awesome.
Hopefully it's not gone yet. Sometimes they go fast, man.
Yeah,
The good
yeah,
ones too. And this
yeah,
one's in Kailua.
yeah.
So yeah. Oh, well, good to have you on. And you're here on Oahu
Yeah,
or
I'm in Makali.
oh nice. Okay. Our office is right over here in Nimitz too. So if
Oh,
anybody's in the area, we're by like Best Buy. Uh Best Buy, Home Depot's over here, Lowe's. Right off Alakawa and Nimitz on the corner. So
oh, awesome.
yeah. There's some people like that we've been known for years that haven't met in person yet. and Ben, I think the end of this month might be my first trip. It's not certain yet, but might be my first trip back to Washington since COVID. So if I'm gonna reach out to you,
Yeah, let
maybe
me know
grab
for
or
sure.
come to you.
We gotta
Um,
finally meet in person. It's been so long.
yeah, yeah, I know. Yeah, 4 years, right? It's gonna be about 4 years because we started our first one, I think, in May or April of 2020. Yeah, during the
Oh, wow.
COVID stuff.
Awesome.
So it's been 4 years. Yeah,
Awesome.
but yeah, thanks for jumping on, Mike. Jump on it. Feel free any Friday. Sometimes, we'll have some updates but most of the time it's just open conversation, like how it was from day one. So
Oh, awesome. Yeah, I was gonna pass by today, but it's Friday, traffic raining, so I didn't do my
oh yeah,
yeah, and I was gonna go out to my catamaran. So if you wanted to all meet on my catamaran and go for a sunset sail one day,
dude.
yeah, I'm right down there at Sand Island at Kehi. So
Well, I'm gonna be hopped up on Dramamine and all those wrist bracelets because I get seasick, but I'm down.
oh, okay. Yeah, we can stay on the inner bay. The inner bay is like huge, so we just kind of just cruise on the water on the inner side, which it's not rough at all. So
If
yeah,
Kikor was on the call, he'd be flying in already. He loves the boat rides. Him and Alex over
awesome.
here.
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
yeah. Oh, that's cool. Yeah. Well, Mike, thank you for jumping on, man.
No,
And if
nice
you ever
meeting
need
you
anything,
guys. So,
yeah, reach
what
out.
do for the hard money part, like, what are your guys' terms for that?
So it depends if it's a fix and flip. If it's fix and flip in Hawaii, we can only go up to 85% of the
Okay,
purchase.
okay,
We can do 100% of the renovation. Depending on your experience too, if you've done 5 deals in the last 3 years, closing to closing, and we verify that through the settlement statements, right? Purchase and sale.
okay,
So 5 deals in the last 3 years, then we can qualify you to get advanced draws on your renovation budget and we always wrap interest into our loans.
okay,
So that's what kind of is a little different about our product. It's not just about your leverage, right? Like how much leverage they're giving you is like how is the leverage allocated in the deal. So like for instance, Civic Financial was a big player. I think they still are out there because Rock Capital bought them. But Civic Financial was a big player and they would their price was really aggressive. Like they were pricing so low that everybody was wondering, like, well, how are they doing this? And it turns out like they were too aggressive and they went upside down and they're no longer they went out of business that they acquired. But it was hard to compete with them at that time in 2021 because they were so low on the price, right? But if you look at the leverage though, right, their max LTARV was 75%. So loan to after repair value, the maximum they could lend was 75% of the ARV, right? And we have the same. We had the same at the time. So on paper, it looks like we have the same leverage and that their product is substantially better because it looks like we have the same leverage, but they're cheaper, right? They're like a point cheaper on the interest and maybe like 75 basis points cheaper on the origination. But if you really pull back the layers of the leverage, right? It's not just about how much leverage they're willing to give you, it's how is it allocated, right? Because when you look at Civic's product back then compared to our product, Civic was only going up to 80%, I believe. I think they'll go to 85 with exceptions, whereas we go to 90 up front, right? So that's less money down that the investor has to put in. And then we also advance them on their draws if they qualify.
mm,
So let's say your budget's 100 grand, right? Instead of you having to have that 25,000, if you want to do 4 draws to start your project, like you'd get that advanced after closing, right? And then not only that, but we wrap the interest payments into the loan.
okay,
So you're still paying interest, right? Time is still of the essence, but you're not having to come out of pocket every month to pay it. It's financed into the loan, right? So we would max out our LTARV to 75% every time, and whereas Civic, they might be at 70 or 68% because they don't wrap the interest payments into the loan and they wouldn't go to 90. So when we looked at the products side by side, our clients had to bring in probably a third of the amount that a client that's going to Civic or another lender who doesn't give the leverage that we do. So basically our clients could do 3 deals for every one that the other clients would do because of how that leverage is allocated, right? And that, why is that important, right? That's important because the less money you put in, the higher your ROI should be, right? And so our clients, yes, perhaps the net profit might be a little lower because it's more expensive, right? The interest rate might be higher and the loan amount's bigger because we're giving more leverage. But when you look at the return on investment, where our clients only have to put in a third of what the other client has to, the ROI is substantially higher, right? So, and our job as investors, real estate investors, is to get a return on our investment, right? So like that's a very important metric. Not saying that the net profit or the net cash on cash return isn't important either. I think they're both important, very important. In fact, we wouldn't do a deal when we're flipping houses heavily. We wouldn't do a deal in Hawaii unless it was a net profit of 100,000, 6 figures minimum, and return on our private money that we're tying up of a minimum of 35%. Now, so let's say we're gonna take down a deal. We have $1 million, right? We buy that deal, we use all the million for that deal, and we're gonna net 100,000, right? Is that a good deal? In my eyes, it's not worth it, right? Because it's a 10% return. You're tying up 100 grand and or tying up $1 million to make 100,000, right? So yes, it hit our 6-figure minimum for net profit, but the ROI is only 10%, right? So I wouldn't do that deal, right? Because I could possibly do maybe 4 to 5 with that $1 million. If you spread it wide in good deals, you could maybe do 4 or 5 with $1 million, right? The net 4 or 500,000 versus 100,000 with the same cash. So that's why our product, it's a little harder to sell because everybody knows rate and points, right? Like, okay, who has the cheapest rate and point? But it's actually it's more important to understand the leverage and just peel back the layers on the leverage. How is it allocated in the deal, right? Because we had the same max LTARV, same leverage on paper, but the way it was allocated changed the dynamics of the deal and the loan tremendously, right? Does that make sense?
Yeah, it's sinking in.
Yeah, so it's just maybe it's about time maybe I bring out the numbers again. We just go back so we can look at it and truly see the difference of the power of leverage. If you're leveraged properly, then you can scale, right? But our product is not designed for scale, so it's typically for investors who are in high dollar markets like we are, right? Because if you have $1 million here, like you're kind of average. This is not really anything. You blow that in a heartbeat, right? So like we need leverage here, and not just any leverage, like properly allocated leverage, I feel, depending on the deal.
Numbers example would be great to see. I mean, if I don't want to waste anyone's time, but it's always good to have more tools in the tool chest,
Absolutely. Yeah. And I think it's an important concept that people maybe glance over. I know I did, I didn't think of it. But the reason why we have this product is because I am an investor and I do flip houses, right? We do buy houses and not so as much as we were, but I knew where the problems were in the leverage, right? It's like, okay, if you can wrap my interest payments, like that would save me so much money that I don't have to come out of pocket for it, right? Especially because projects take a long time here in Hawaii. I mean, you're going to be in at least 6 months. Especially if you need permits, it's like you're at, however long, you're gonna take, but
Yeah.
it's expensive. So I would have to just, if I didn't want to come in with any of my own cash on the deal, I would have to raise probably like maybe six figures sometimes just to cover the first mortgage debt every month
Mm,
for that project, right?
yeah.
If I could use that and put that down on another property, like I'd rather do that, right?
Yeah.
Than
Yeah.
use debt to pay down debt. Just,
Yeah.
but that's what we used to do. I used to
Oh,
have to raise money to even cover the first position debt service every month, and that cost like a lot of money.
yeah.
So, but I think we got that problem fixed now that we can finance it in. So, but
Yeah.
anytime,
That's
come
awesome.
down, call, yeah,
That's
reach
awesome.
out.
Okay. Your address is probably on the email. Yeah. Are you guys always in the office or?
Yep,
Oh, okay.
pretty much. Yeah, we're pretty much here all the time. Weekends we're not. Well, weekends we're here, but it's not like it could be times where we're not in the office on the weekend. But call me ahead of time. I'll drop my info again.
Okay.
But yeah, it'll be fun. It's always nice to see people you see on screen in person.
Yeah. I'm always passing by there too. So
Yeah, man. Stop by.
yeah.
Stop.
And then I work I'm an IT guy with the um government. So like there's times I have to go into the office, so I'm passing by that way too. So
Nice. Okay.
I do that as
Well,
well.
our doors are open, man. We'd love to see you.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
And that goes
I
for
sh
everybody. If you're ever in the area, come on down. I got to see Jana in person a few times. In fact, I'm catching the red eye on Monday to Vegas. So are you gonna be working? Maybe I see you I drop malasadas off. Oh, Anne says she thinks she knows you, Mike.
Oh,
Corey, what airlines are you taking? Red Eye.
Delta.
You going through LA then?
Oh, I think I'm going Salt Lake.
Oh, how wonderful. I love
Yeah,
it. Okay,
yeah.
yes, I'm gonna be there. You don't need to bring anything. I'll be there.
Oh,
To
no.
you and Kiko, you guys my VIP. I spent time in the lobby. I move. I was like, yeah, you guys my VIP. I'll meet you in the lobby.
Okay, I'll wear my muscle tee like Kikwa.
I like Kiko. Like, who the guy? Check him.
Yeah. No, Kiko, he's tending to family right now. But man, I I don't get to see Kiko often anymore. Like we're always in different places. But whenever I see him, it's funny because it's like I missed his energy.
He does. He actually brings a presence. Like the
Mhm.
way he walks into the room, you know what I mean? So I can
But you
spot
can't
it.
miss
Like
him.
you know how I knew it was you is because you use your hat all the time. It's like you
Yeah,
always try to be under the radar, and Kyoko is the opposite. He's like total
yeah.
opposite, don't you think? Like you stay under the radar.
I'm an
Kyoko
introvert.
shows up and say, "I am here," right?
Yeah.
That's his
Yeah.
presence. And mind you, he comes with muscle tea and shots, right? And I'm like, what this guy?
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
can spot you from anywhere. And then like when you came and I saw you under the hat, I was like, hey, I know that guy someplace. Let me go see if that's him. I said, oh, that is him. And
Uh,
then I have to tell all my friends, hey, that's my VIP. That's my VIP. Make sure you take care
you're
of
the
him.
best. Well, what do you got going on, John? I know.
Well, you know what? Everybody have the roller coaster, yeah, up and down.
Yeah.
So actually, I had to take care of I'm getting older, so I had to take care of some stuff. So it had to be done. It was a medical procedure, right?
Mm.
So it had to be done because then as you get older, your body doesn't heal as quick.
Mhm.
So I've been putting it off for a very long time. So I've been out, And like my doctors tell me that I'm going to be out like these months, and I'm like, oh no, we got to bring them 2 weeks, right? Because I always, you know what I mean? They tell
Right.
me I'm going to be out for months, and I was like, oh no. Yeah, so then it's to me it's a mind over matter, but it's your body that will put you in place, right?
Yeah.
So then I actually I always tell my doctors, like, and I go see them. I have a great relationship with them. So it's like I kind of force their hand in letting me go back to work early.
Oh, she's not supposed to be working right now.
Yeah, yeah. Well, so I return next week. I've been
Okay.
I've been out. The minimum was supposed to be like 3 months. And I was like, you guys are, I cannot, Corey, because if I'm not working and I'm not moving, I go
Mm,
into a depression stage.
mm.
But even this couple weeks that I've been off, because I forced myself not to do anything, that was really, really hard for me. So yes, I went into, I dropped into depression because I trying to stay away from it. But
Mm.
you just cannot. I cannot. This is like it's been 20 plus years, right? I worked 2, 3, at one time 4 jobs. I cannot
Oh,
stop. I feel like if I stop, I'm gonna die. You know what I mean? So
I unfortunately do.
you
Yeah.
know what I mean? Like, I cannot. And then yet I tell myself I would like to retire one day. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But that's never gonna happen because I always have to have something going on. So I actually forced myself, and it took me I over a year to coordinate this time off. You know what I
Wow.
mean? So I closed all my deals in December. I made myself downtime for the first quarter because it happened. I did the procedure in the beginning of March. So this is like my downtime to heal and to return stronger, right? That's the mindset. We gotta take it is, we're gonna take mind, body, and soul, and then when I get back, stronger,
Yeah.
right? And so, but when you're not doing nothing, sometimes nothing, like nothing, right? So I force myself
Mhm.
to do nothing. So nothing. But next week I back on the road. So it starts with Delta, right? So back with Delta. Fortunately they have it's a transitional duty. So then I cannot lift. So I will be in the lobby.
Oh, sweet.
So like Delta doesn't have, or the airline industry, right? They don't have a light duty, right? Like
Oh,
we pound bags. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Okay, that incident with Kikoa, he came with one heavy bag.
How dare that
He,
guy?
he's somebody. He's
I gotta
somebody.
talk to him.
No, 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 no. So
Just
it was good fun, Corey. Anyway,
kidding.
it was so good fun. And I said, hey, Kikoa, honestly, because 70 pounds, you guys get 70 pounds. I can pound them. You guys
It
can
was
come with,
over
now you,
70.
like your status, right? I'm talking about your guys' status,
Right,
right?
yeah, yeah.
So it's 3 bags, 70 pounds, your status, VIP status,
Okay.
right? Kikoa comes with a bag over 70 pounds.
Oh, that's
I
hard
say,
to
hey, Kikoa,
do.
I no more problems lifting this bag, bro. We can do this, yeah. But can you just take one item out? Oh, I tell you. He was kind of like, I said, Kikoa, honestly, what you get in there? Okay. He showed me an iPad. That's it. Take out that iPad. You can carry that. Right here,
Yeah.
70 pounds. Awesome. And he was like, kind of a little bit small, kind of but. And then I said, Kiko, honestly, I'm not worried about the heavy bag. Yeah, we can
Oh,
pound
that's so
heavy
funny.
bags. I said, my problem is that I go and run my nylons. Yeah, you know how much nylons cost. I don't spend money, bruh. You know what I mean? Okay. Nylons, just to let all the guys know, nylons cost $14 a pair. Okay. Can you imagine? Because I buy good pairs. Okay. So can you imagine? I run one of those nylons. If you run that nylons every night, that's $14 every day. You know what I mean? So I said, I'm not worried about the bag. I just worried about my nylons.
Oh man.
Yeah. Anyway,
He's a character.
I so I'm trying to get back into the groove, and
Yeah.
last year November I moved my I took a break because I have my real estate license and a mortgage license. So I took a break from mortgages to achieve a goal that I've been wanting to achieve for many years. I got my real estate license in 2002. So it's been over 20 years, right? But my goal was to always have my own brokerage because I'm not one salesperson. I'm a people person.
Mhm. Yep.
You know what I mean? Yeah, I'm not. So even with mortgages, right? So I'm not a salesperson, I'm a people person. If you need help, I can help you. I can do everything possible that I can to help you,
Mhm.
right? But then you know what? If you need help, you come to me for help and then do your part. It's kind of tough, right? Because in mortgages, it's all push pepper, yeah. I need to see documents, right?
Yeah.
So anyway, I took a break from that and then it last year October made 1 year. So I opened up my own Rosalani Realty.
Oh
Yeah.
wow. It's 1 year.
So then so it's just me right now. So
Yeah,
I'm my
yeah.
own boss. I don't have to answer to anybody. I do what I like. You know what I mean? And I do what I want. And again I represent mostly locals. I work off of referrals. I mean, I don't need to be when people tell me, oh, I'm a multi-million. And I was like, bro, you only have to sell 2 houses and you can be multi-million. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? So that when they tell me that, Corey, that 2 houses, that's a multi-million right there. You know,
Yeah.
so I don't get off of that. I don't need accolades. I don't need recognition. Um, I
Yeah.
I'm simple, and I had to get away from the last brokerage that I was with because during COVID we had a lot of things going on, right?
Mhm.
The bidding wars and everything.
Yep.
Okay, so I represent people who know more money, right?
Mhm.
You know, we know more money for down payment. So, and I will put 50 contracts in just to get one yes, right?
Wow. Yeah,
Because
that was crazy.
sometimes it's not about the money, it's about the people
Yeah.
sometimes, right? So I had a hard time with my broker. She wouldn't sign my contracts.
Oh my, what?
Yeah, so I told her, you know what? All you do for me is sign my contract. You don't promote me, you don't spend money on me. I pay when
Mm.
I close, you get paid.
Yep.
So that year I closed everything I had with her and then I concentrated on my own. And I'm on my own last year, October made 1 year. And that's because it was kind of hard for me to do this procedure. There was just a lot of things going on for
Ah,
me. So I closed everything in December and first quarter I just laid low and just get myself ready for this. And it's gonna start next week. I'm back.
nice.
And you know what I mean? Like I gotta be doing something and then everything will come.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
just how I work. So last year, November, I moved my license. I reactivated my license in mortgage loans. And then I have it with Barrett's Financial Group.
Hmm.
They're a wholesaler,
Okay.
right? I'm
Mhm.
not feeling it though.
Mm.
I'm not feeling it.
Mhm.
But I work so hard for my licensing, you know what I mean?
Yeah. That's a tough
Um,
license too.
okay, so like, and that's a come I love when I meet people and I listen very carefully because I I kind of smarter than people really think. Small kind, just a little bit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's like we use bangs so I can cover my forehead because that's the brains right there. Cover that. You know. So just small kind. And so I'm actually looking for um I am under the radar looking for another mortgage company that I can go to
Ah,
because like again I'm not a salesperson.
yep.
I work with people,
Yeah. Oh, maybe I
you know.
should put you in touch with Chris and just see what
Well,
happens.
if
I
he's
think
willing to take me on, I am I do wake up at 3 o'clock, sometimes with no
no
sleep.
way.
Oh, Yes, because okay, so that's my shift with it. I love that shift. So
Oh, that's your
4:30
shift.
a.m. Well, before. So I still get up though. So no matter, sometimes we have sleepless nights, but that's how we roll, you know what I mean?
Man, I
That's
understand
how we
you.
roll because but I'm gonna be there. I'm gonna be on I got bumped. So no matter how long I've been with Delta, I'm still on the bottom as far as seniority, right? So
Yeah.
when we bid, it's all based on seniority. I
Mm.
really love the morning shift, which starts at 4:30 a.m. So we get up,
Yeah.
to be at there, at 4:30.
Yep.
So and then but I got bumped, so I'm back at nights. So it's either early mornings.
Yeah.
So when I POW Delta, I run with the day, right? Or it's night shift. So I don't start until 5:45 at night. And it's okay because I still get up in the morning, right? And we do what we do because, we're on Hawaii time, right? And when you do loans, everybody is
Mhm.
in a different time zone.
Yeah.
We got to look at rates and close by 11 at least, so
Yeah.
it's
Close by
okay.
11. Exactly.
Yeah, right. By 11. So you got to be looking
Yeah.
at that time. You got to be ready for call your people and say, hey,
Yep.
be ready.
Yep.
So, but yeah, under that,
Okay.
that's what I'm looking forward to it because as people are trickling in the real estate industry now,
Yeah.
with everything that's going on with the suit, um,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? You
Mhm.
gotta know how to negotiate and work with people.
Oh yeah.
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 Okay. But you gotta know how to work with people. It's
Exactly.
not about, it's not gonna be about, pushing pepper. You're gonna have to be able to talk to people.
Mhm.
And that's what I love. I love working with people.
Yep.
Jen, what do you do for Delta?
Oh, I'm a customer service agent. I welcome you. I check you in. I take your bags. I put you on the plane. I can tell everybody and call them by name. 275 of you on
No
that
way.
aircraft. I can call you by name when you come to me. Aloha, yeah, aloha, Karika.
Well,
Let's
I
go.
figure you just because
Okay, come on. And then when
you
you're on
know
the
it.
plane, okay, everybody, put your bags away because we gotta go. It's an on-time thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can board all of you in 20 minutes.
Good for you. My husband just retired from Delta and he's actually a finished carpenter by trade. That's his love and that's what he does full time. But he worked part-time for Delta for 10 years and just retired on Thanksgiving.
Well, did he really? So where?
Yeah.
In Maui?
Yeah, at the Kahalui. Yeah.
No way. Yeah.
So when
I
you say Delta, it's like, go girl.
yeah. I love see, and you know what? That is totally a love job. Honestly.
Yeah.
It's totally a love job. I go there, I show up, I do my thing, and
I can
everybody buy.
tell.
You
Yeah.
know, some of my coworkers can't stand me.
I'm sure they love you.
I
You know what I mean?
love that you're
Because
so
and
happy.
then you know what? If they can't handle an irate customer, like,
Yeah.
they call me in, and they
Yeah.
always like, I cannot, they call me in, and I,
You're their hero.
and I just step right in. Or so if I see one of my coworkers having a bad day, with someone,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? I just step in because it just ain't worth it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Customer service today is so hard. You know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
so hard.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
Entitlement, right?
Yeah.
unbelievable.
Privileged.
You know what
Like
I mean? And then
customers,
and it
clients.
just gets to a point, right? And I never did do this before, but after COVID, I never did this before, but after COVID, after a while, it's like this. Hey, you want to get on this plane or not? Let me know. We
Yeah,
can
with a
arrange that.
smile.
We can arrange that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely. You want to get on this plane or not?
And
I can arrange that.
kindness.
Or I
goes
stop them with the attitude that they come um at check-in. I just tell him, hey, please don't bring that attitude to the gate
Yeah,
because they
it'll
can
make you
deny boarding. Don't take that attitude to the gate. Because let me tell you, agents will call the gate. Hey, look out for this person because
Yeah.
Yeah,
they wasn't nice.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. We have a strict no asshole policy here, just because, and
Yeah.
not just in our company, but
Yeah.
like clients too, like, because they're like those people are they assholes are a huge liability, because they're the first ones to point the finger. They're the first ones to get, say threatening, words and stuff. So there is definitely something to that, right? And I use Delta as an example because I hope nobody is working for American or anything, but I follow American, follow, all of them. And like Delta is by far, in my opinion, the best. And I watch, like why? And the difference, like American Airlines is like, they're at the front handing you your little thing and you got to go find your seat. But like Delta's like, oh, hi, how's it going? They're ushering you through, they're helping with the bags. It's like, that's why they're least amount like delays, it's because it's that little bit of, hey, come on. So I tell our guys is like you got to bring that Delta closing energy, because you got like people need to be. I know I did as a borrower. Like I would sit on my docs, my loan officer would say, "Hey, I need these docs." I'm like, "Okay," and then like, "Oh shoot, didn't get to it. Shoot, didn't get to it." And then that pushes along the time frame every day that goes by, right? So, and it's very important to set those expectations and lead the transaction because if you don't, then that's when the fingers start getting pointed. You're like, oh, how come you're so late on our loan? It's like, well, actually, if you got me your docs like 5 days earlier than you did, then we wouldn't have been here, right? But if you don't set those expectations early and come with that gracious energy, like, hey, I want to close too, like, let's go, then sometimes it can be spun right back around you, right? It's like, how come you're late or how you did this? So that's what I use Delta sometimes.
I have a little office in the back of my car because then for mortgages I go out to people's homes, and work with them. So like I don't have a scanner, I don't have a printer. I bring all the documents and get it ready. I'm gonna pick it up. I go to the back of my car because they don't know how to scan, they don't know how to upload and all of that. I show up with a printer in the back of my car and I scan everything for them.
Wow.
I mean, and my and especially the elderly, I mean,
Oh yeah.
I really, really, really cater to them. And at Delta too, right? They don't know where to go, they don't know what to do. I make sure that they're taken care of. But again, Delta is a pure love job, and I told all my bosses there, and then the thing about that I love about Delta too is that all of our managers step in. They all help because we're not union, so they can. You know what
Wow.
I mean?
Yeah.
And from our very big boss, he's there, working
Wow.
beside us,
Yep.
and he's able to do that, and that's how come I push. But
Mhm.
I told them the day that I'm not happy at Delta, that's the day I have to leave.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because
Of
this is
course.
the pure love job.
Yeah.
I really don't need to be here. But I love one thing that I love is that if I have a 3-day opening, right? If I have a 3-day opening, see ya. I'm gone.
Yeah. Yeah.
So my husband actually hid my carry-on bag from me. He locked it up.
What do you mean locked it up?
Because when I have 3 days, I said,
Oh, so you can't fly away?
"Oh, I'm gone. I'm gone." So we've been together for over 40 years. So
Right.
before I used to always wait for him, but I don't. I'm old now,
Just
so
go now.
hey, are you off this couple days? And he's like, oh no, I gotta work. Okay, well, just to let you know, I'm gonna go to Japan. You know what I mean? Like tomorrow I going, right? Tomorrow I but he gets a 2 days notice though. He get two
Just
days
2 days
notice.
notice. Okay.
Yeah. And that's a really an inside joke with Zasha too.
Oh,
You know what I
really?
mean?
Is that what it's
Yeah.
on?
Yeah, because then I took because I said, Zasha, just okay. Sorry, I've been with my husband for over 40 years. Now I'm showing my age, yeah. So anyway, I've been with him for over 40 years. So it's like this. Why argue? Why argue? Why plan something for 3 months and argue for 3 months, right? When you just be mad for 2 days and you go, right?
Right.
So, you know what I mean? Why plan something for 3 months, 2 weeks? Why be mad and argue? Right? So Zasha shows up for a lot of you know,
Yeah.
and she gotta go. I said, why you tell him? No need to tell him. Tell him, give him 2 days. Just go.
Yeah.
Why be mad for 3 months, 2 weeks? You know what I mean? Just say, hey, honey, I have an event this weekend, and go. Just go. And when you come home, he Paul mad already.
Well, something's working. So
You know what I mean? Come on, Paul mad already. Why you like planning? Let him know all of this. He don't need to know.
yeah.
So
It's-
anyway, he locked up my carry-ons, but I told him I don't need. I'm not a shopper. I wish I was. I really wish I was, but
Yeah.
I'm not a shopper. So anyway, I can travel with just me. Like, and I tell them I got sons. I have sons and I'm with daughters. So when him and my sons make me really upset, I said I have a passport.
yeah.
If I ever run away from home, you folks will never find me. I threatened them,
Oh wow, my
I
mom used to
would.
tell me that too.
right? If I was ever to run away from home, you will never find me. So yeah, that's the thing that I love about it too, right? So when you're an active employee and you just jump on a plane and you go wherever you want. So
Yeah.
when that happy goes away, I gotta leave.
I like
I have,
you. I like you.
but I have
I don't
enough
even
years
know
in
you.
there
Yeah,
to
I mean-
retire.
I'll go
Yeah.
travel with you
You
anytime.
guys could be besties, I think. You and
know.
Tammy.
Yeah.
Well, man, thank
Uh,
you guys for showing up. It's always a great conversation and
hey, I have one quick question for you because I looked
yeah,
at the tax map records, just the map, and there was 3 owners on my property, and I bought it with under my business name. And looking up on the tax records now, it's got one of the old owners, and my business name on the taxes. And I was just there on Monday and just went to the office and gave them my deed and asked questions about it. And they didn't even say anything to me about this one owner still being on the title. My deed,
Did you go through title when you closed?
I have my title, I have my deed, which
Mhm.
just my name or my business name, my name.
Mhm.
But when I look it up on the tax records, it's got one of the old owners on the tax map and then my business name.
When did you close?
January. And I asked, I called the title company yesterday and I said, hey, you guys, one of the old owners' name is still on the property. And I said, I thought this would be taken care of with escrow. And I was kind of bummed by the way they got back to me. It was like, it's not their problem. They did their job and now I have to take care of it. And then I asked them, well, if I have to take care of it, would you please just give me the information and who to talk to? They never got back to me after that.
What title
So
company is it?
what's that?
What title company?
Title guarantee?
Title guarantee. Okay.
Guarantee, yeah.
That doesn't sound
Right?
right. Because well, sometimes the tax system takes a while to update. So perhaps title is in your name. They just haven't put it in the system. I have no idea. It's kind of been a long time though. 3 months.
Yeah. I just thought I'd ask for any kind of advice because when I get my special permitting application in, I will be doing my commercial construction loan application at the same time. And I don't want another name on my deed or my title and then have
Maybe you
them.
should get another title, pull another title check.
So go to the Hawaii Gov and go to taxes.
Or just
assessors.
order a preliminary title.
Okay. From the tax assessor's office? Or,
Or just from title. Ask them to pull a title report.
okay. Maybe I'll just
Tammy,
go down here. Yeah.
call your whoever was your escrow officer, call them and let them know that you want a preliminary title report on your
Okay.
property.
I asked her, okay, I will do that.
Yeah, so it doesn't come from the tax office. You can get a preliminary title report from escrow. So whoever was your escrow officer at that time, work with that person because, no sense to get somebody else involved. Just
That's who
call
I-
her.
Yeah,
Mhm.
that's who I talked to yesterday. And she
Oh.
said that she had done her job.
Well, and it's okay that she tells you that. Just tell her that, hey, you know what? I understand you did your job, but hey, can you please send me an updated preliminary report? I would truly appreciate it. That's
Okay.
cool. Otherwise, give me her name. I call her up.
Good.
Would you
Auntie
put
Jana
your name
on
in
her.
chat? Name and number in chat?
Okay, so then I'm that person that you guys can call me anytime if you guys have questions, you know, like I no charge.
Yeah,
I
I would love
mean,
to talk to you about it in case I have any problems, because I was kind of stunned when she said, "Oh, I've done my job," and I'm like, but anyway,
Yeah.
I'll do that. And Jan, will you put your contact information in the chat?
There it
yeah.
is.
This is a past DC. So you know how when they say, and it took me, you know what, over 20 years to get where I'm at, right? You know, honestly, I've been doing this, you know, working. I did waitress. I did so much. It's just unbelievable. But you know, when you have when you have your children young and you just you do what you got to do, and
Yeah,
I
well,
still do that. You
that's
know,
wonderful.
I still do that. I went to Big Island next week. This was the first last week for Mary Monarch. That's the first time ever Roger was like, um, I'll take you shopping, right? And you know the thing about it is that he knows I'm not a shopper, right? So he's like, I'll
Yeah.
take you shopping because you know, Mary Monarch. And then anyway, I said, oh, so you can take me Mary Monarch? We're going to autograph fairs, and I go and say, I like that, and you can buy them for me. And he said, yes. I went to Mary Monarch. I showed up for one craft fair. I couldn't do it. We went to the opposite end. We went go hiking. We went into the
Yeah.
ocean.
Oh, it's too much.
I
Too
asked
much.
me what I brought home. I never buy nothing from Mary Monarch. I was so sad.
Wow.
But anyway, that's my number. But call me honestly. If she just tell her that that's all you need.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Jan. Thank you. I appreciate that. I'll shoot you a text after this. And really nice talking to you and listening to you. You're awesome. You should be so proud.
Okay, I sorry. I'm Portuguese, so you better hang up now.
I was just gonna say, I just realized I'm like late on a call, so
Yeah,
but
you better hang up now, Corey.
it's so fun with you
You late
guys.
for your 11 o'clock.
Yeah, no one came to get me yet, so I guess it's getting taken care of. So, but you guys have a great Friday. Happy Aloha Friday. Have a great weekend. And see
Aloha.
you guys next week.
Aloha Friday,
You guys are the
everybody.
best.
Thank
See
you
you
so
guys.
much.
Happy Friday.
Aloha.
Thank you.
Happy Friday.
Nice
Thank
being
you,
with you
Mike.
guys.
Weekend. Aloha.
Hello.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.